Hey guys, welcome to the video. In this video here, we're going to go over what I believe to be the solution for internet marketers and for anyone looking for traffic to their website that is actually better than free traffic. I know everyone's looking for free traffic, and free traffic has its place, but what I'm going to show you right now and over the next half hour or so is going to be what we found better than free traffic. And by better, we mean more effective, and an overall better for your business and more profitable. Now, before we get started, I just want to clear the air about all of the free traffic products out there. Free traffic is great, and we're going to show you how to use that free traffic in your business system. But for now, what a lot of marketers need is profitable traffic, because free traffic will do nothing for you if it doesn't convert. All right, and quite honestly, getting free traffic, if you don't know what you're doing, is a lot more work than the alternative that I'm going to show you. So what in the world could be better than free traffic? Targeted cheap traffic. Targeted cheap traffic rocks. Okay, targeted cheap traffic dominates any other type of traffic, in my opinion, and in lots of other marketers' opinion. It has its place, just like the free traffic. But the targeted cheap traffic is instant results. You get instant data back from the marketplace. You get instant feedback whether what campaign works and what doesn't. You get instant feedback whether a keyword is going to be profitable for you right then and there before you even start going down the road of SEO. A lot of people focus only on the SEO because they want to get started with nothing. They want to get started with $0. Okay? They want to go and they target a word, then only to find out 3 months later that that word isn't even converting for them. We found that it's a much better approach to go ahead and use targeted cheap traffic. And by cheap, I mean cheap. Okay? I'm talking about the next best thing to paying $0 is 1 cent. 1 cent for a click. Okay? I'm going to show you inside how to set up so that you can partner with one of the biggest search engines in the world to get 1 cent clicks. But not only that, we're going to show you how to convert that. A lot of people have different tactics on getting 1 cent clicks, and some of it's kind of sketchy and some of it's legit. But the key, the secret sauce in this whole process is how to convert that traffic. If you can make the 1 cent clicks work for you, now you're in business, and you're much better off than spending 24 hours optimizing, or I'd say 24 days for that matter, optimizing for a keyword that you don't even know is going to convert. You can guess, you can read the stats, you can use your magic software, but you don't know until it actually goes into the marketplace. You don't believe me? Ask the thousands of marketers that got wiped out by the Google Panda update, who thought they had a bulletproof business plan, but all of a sudden woke up with their sites not even in Google, completely obliterated. So, better than free traffic, targeted cheap traffic. Let's get into it and see how to get these instant results for dirt cheap. First thing you want to do is head over to Google and set yourself up a Google AdWords account if you don't already have one. You're going to go to adwords.google.com. Now, a lot of you are going to be really skeptical when it comes to Google, okay? And when it comes to buying traffic from Google. And you have the right to, because Google hasn't treated marketers and small business people that nicely over the past years. Some businesses have, but some businesses have been hit really hard. So I can understand that, having kind of a bad taste in your mouth. But what you're about to learn, I promise you, will change all of that. You see, we're not going to concern ourselves with Google pay-per-click. All right, we don't want anything to do with that with this method. That's not what this is about. We're not going to concern ourselves with quality scores and all of the crap that people hate about Google AdWords. We're going to shave that off, and this method focuses solely on the stuff that you used to love about Google pay-per-click. And if you've never done Google pay-per-click, well, you're in for a surprise, because this is going to be much easier than anything that you could have imagined before as far as getting instant. I'm talking huge volumes of traffic for dirt cheap. We're going to do this using what Google calls Google Image Ads. Okay, Google image ads, I guarantee it will change your mindset about Google and the bad taste that you may have in your mouth. If you don't, you'll soon see why it's one of our favorite forms of cheap traffic. It's so cheap, it's damn close to being free when you look at the conversions on the back end. But we'll talk more about that later. Now, I'll admit, I myself was skeptical of this method because I too had a bad experience with Google, and I really, I tried this at the request of an associate, and the results have been nothing short of stellar. All right, so here's inside my account. Okay, this is an account just for this one test that we ran, and this was the first of many tests to come after that. We've since shifted this to our prime funnel filling traffic method that fills the funnel for just about every business, every traffic need that we have. If we want to test an offer, if we want to test a campaign, we can usually start with this form of traffic. What you're looking at is the breakdown here of the campaign. It's this campaign here in the middle, okay? And you can see here that we had 1,079 clicks. Now, I have to admit, I was completely shocked by the number of clicks that this campaign got during about a 10-day period, especially since this was during a 10-day period. I mean, you're talking about over 1 million eyeballs that saw my ad, okay? Forget about the click-through rate for a minute, because of course it's going to be lower. It's an image ad, and it doesn't affect any type of quality score or anything like that. But more importantly, I got all of this traffic, this 1,729 clicks, okay, which, by the way, converted at 5% with the offer that we had going with it, okay. In the end, that if you take that 17, let's pull up the calculator here. All right, so we have let's see here, 1,729 clicks, and we're going to actually multiply that times 0.0573 for 5.73 conversion, and that turned out to about 99 people who ended up buying. It was a very cheap product, it was just for a test. It was $9.97, so we'll do times 9.97, and it came out to about $987 in sales. Now, you may not say that's not breaking the bank, but look at what it cost to generate that profit. Okay, we're talking about $46 here, $46.64 for 1,000 clicks in just over a week. Not bad. Okay, we're talking about less than 5 cents per click. Here looks like we're paying 3 cents per click on average. Sometimes 1, sometimes 5, 4, but on average 3 cents a click. Folks, this is better than free traffic. I know exactly, when you're finished with this, you will too. You will know exactly what type of ads convert. You'll know exactly what type of keywords that people are using to find your site by looking at your stats, which can tell you which ones. Then you can go and optimize those through the search free traffic methods that we'll get into. But this is instant gratification done cheap. All right, let's just say, for example, you don't have the $40 to test with. Okay, maybe you have $20. At 1 cent a click, do you know how many clicks you can get for $20? Quickly, obviously, you can do the quick math. I'm just going to show it to you laid out. 2,000 clicks. 2,000 clicks is enough to see if any offer converts for $20. All right, if you paid a virtual assistant $20 for the entire week to to optimize, and that would be considered cheap. I mean, that would be like you robbed the guy, and he went and he optimized for your one keyword, and he actually got some backlinking going, and he got some things going. And even if you got to the first page of Google with that $20, you did it for that one keyword, and you found out that it didn't convert. For that same $20 using this tactic, you have cast a wider net. You're out there getting conversions, you're getting clicks, and you're making money. All right, that is the power in this system, and this is what we're going to show you how to do. Not bad, huh? And the best part is that the image ads, they're very, very easy to create. All right, so you don't have to be talented and think that you have to be some designer to get this done. It's a very simple process. Okay, so once you're all set up and you're signed into Google, you're going to want to go to the Opportunities tab that you see here. Okay, you click on that, and all the ideas they have here for all the type of online campaigns will come up. You want to go and you want to click on the keyword tool, which can also be found right here in Reporting and Tools. So after you do that, you'll be taken to a page that looks something like this. Okay, I'm going to tell you this step here is going to take you a while. It's going to be a little tedious. All right, but the key is to get as much traffic as you can with this method. All right, this is the absolute golden nugget portion of this system, other than converting the traffic, which we'll talk about later. But this is absolutely crucial. So don't skimp on it now, because without this, you're not going to see the results that you're looking for. And we've tried this in many different ways, many different angles. That there's a lot of different variations that you can use. This is the winner right here, given to you in a silver platter. So I hope you enjoy it. So what you want to do is come here and you want to type in the key phrase that best represents the niche that you're marketing for. Okay. Now, if you can't think of any, then you can enter a website or a competitor's that has the same niche or the type of keywords that that you're looking for. For here, you can let's just put in the all-time great here, lose weight, and then we're going to hit search. Then you'll get taken to the results page like this, and you'll get this. If you're logged into your Google AdWords account, you'll get about 800 results here. Okay. If you're not logged in and you're just using a free, it's going to be maybe will be limited to 100. But when you see these results, you see tons of lose weight keywords containing lose weight, ways to lose weight, easiest ways to lose weight, I need to lose weight. Obviously, these will be sorted for your keywords of choice. Right now, you're not going to pay attention to broad match, exact match, or phrase match, because you're just going to grab the keywords as is. Okay, so you're just going to come here and go to download, and we're going to download all 808 of these, which will include the main keyword that you typed in. We're downloading this for Excel, and there they are, right there in Excel. All right, so let's do that. So now we're going to call this our database. Has 800 keywords in it. Okay, and we're going to go back. What you want to do is you want to go and repeat this process until you get 5,000 keywords. 5,000 keywords. And keep in mind, this is 5,000 different keywords. Okay, so if you're doing, like, for example, this weight loss example, and you see that you use the key string of lose weight. Now that's at 802. So now you can go and you figure you're going to have to do this at least five more times. Five more times would be 4,000 keywords. 5 or 6 more times to get to the 5,000 mark. So now what we'll do is we'll dig into the list a little bit, and let's say we want to find something that's a slightly different word. Here, let's go back to the page here. And we'll dismiss that. Let's look for a keyword that is related but slightly off. Let's say we'll organize it by the most searches. You see here that this is starting at 11 million searches per month. It's a huge market, if you didn't know. And let's go with, let's see, weight loss, just in general. So we'll take that keyword now, weight loss. We'll come back up here, and we'll try that variation of the word, and we'll click search. Okay, now we have 800 more keywords, and what we'll do is we'll download these, and some of these will be the same, and I'll show you how to remove the duplicates in a minute. Download for Excel. Alright, so now we have 2 Excel files, this one and this one. This is going to take this new file. We're going to click on the first keyword in the first column, below the header keyword, which would be weight loss, the word we started with. We're going to press Shift Control End to go to the bottom of the file, and then we're going to just arrow left to just select the keywords only. We're only concerned with the keywords, and that was why we were holding shift. Okay, we're going to control C, copy those over to our original file, because we're trying to build this list of 5,000 uniques, not copies. There we go. Now there's all kind of ways to do this within Excel, but I want to show you the simple way that I found to make this work for me. And if you have an Excel formula that you want to do this for, it's fine. But since we're only dealing with this one column, I found it easiest just to do it this way. If you see we have 1,600 records here, obviously some of these were, just blow this up so you can see, some of these are going to be the same. Okay, so we want to take this whole first row, highlight that, and we want to copy that. Then we want to open a program called TextPad. If you don't have it, you can go to textpad.com. As you see here on the screen, download it for free. Once you have TextPad open, you've already copied your file, your keywords. You can just paste those in here, and they'll look like this. And actually, let me just show the status bar so we can see here. This number at the bottom indicates that we have 1,600 records. So let me stretch that so we can see. 1,600 lines. Okay. We're going to tell TextPad we want you. Well, first of all, go and erase the word keyword. You don't want that as one of your keywords. And a lot of times, you can't believe how many times I've left that in there and gotten traffic that really wasn't related to my offer. So delete that keyword there, and then you're just going to sort the list. You're going to click on the A to Z where it says sort. You sort it. You're going to keep it at 1 right here. You want to start from the first, from 1 as the first key. Ascending, case sensitive. The default settings are pretty good right there. You just leave them the same. In character code order, keep that there. And you also want to say delete duplicate lines. That's an important check. You delete duplicate lines. You click that. You click on OK. TextPad automatically lines up all of the keywords. It deletes the duplicates. It says 42 lines deleted. Let me show you if you can see that here. So it went through and deleted 42 lines. So all these words now are completely original in the entire list. And if you come to the bottom, you will see that you have 1,500 unique keywords. Now we're just going to rinse, repeat the process and keep going until we have a completely filled list of 5,000 unique words on the topic of weight loss. So now what we'll do is we'll put in diet. Download these all. Here's our diet list. Control Shift End, Shift left, 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 left. Control C. Let's take that over to TextPad. And now you see that there's 2,300 records. So I won't go all the way through. I just wanted to give you an idea of the process. Once you get good at it, it won't take you long. At most, let's say 30 minutes. Okay. Don't forget to filter out the duplicates. And it's 2,229. Okay, we're going to assume you already have the 5,000. So what you do then is you're going to head over back to this page and you're going to click on campaigns at the top here. Then you're going to click on new campaign here. Okay, so now we're going to set things up to make this whole process work. First thing you want to do is give your campaign a name. So this could be diet campaign, just as an example, number 1. And then for locations and languages, you want to select all countries and territories unless you have a reason to choose a specific geographical area, or if it's for that particular niche. English as the language should be your normal as well, unless, like I said, it's for another reason, another type of product that's a non-English product or something like that. So let's go with all countries and territories, and let's go with English. Then scroll on down. You want to networks and devices. This section is going to let you choose exactly which networks, and things like mobile devices, only iPads, things like that. You just want to keep it at all available sites right there. and all available devices, unless you're using Flash, which I probably would have. It won't work on a lot of phones like the iPhone and things like that. But other than that, you can put all devices as well. For the bidding and budget options here, you want to select manual bidding for clicks right here. Okay, and budget, I would recommend you putting something like $50 a day if you can afford it, and you don't have to worry. It's very, very unlikely that you spend the full $50 a day. It's simply a higher number so that your Google image ads campaign, it can be approved quicker, because they want to really they want to deal with people who are serious advertisers. And this $50 a day during this process as detailed will soon be nothing to you compared to the profits that you bring in. So you can put 50 here, or you can put 25 if you feel more comfortable with that. I would suggest 50, and then you can pretty much leave the rest of the settings as is, and then just click Save and Continue. Okay, so here on the next page, you're going to be asked to create your ad group. What you want to do is enter your ad group in here, or you can leave it as ad group 1. You're going to select image ad right there, and those keywords that you picked, that you researched already, you're going to enter those in here. I would suggest sticking with 2,000. Just pick out 2,000, the first 2,000 for this ad group, and try to put 2,000 keywords in per ad group until you've depleted. The last ad group may have 25, so you can do one of 3,000. Well, you should do actually 2,000, 2,000, 1,000. That way you're keeping the maximum amount of keywords in an ad group at 2,000. All right, so just to be clear on that, you have ad group 1 with 2,000 keywords, ad group 2 with 2,000 keywords, ad group 3 with 1,000 keywords, totaling 5,000 keywords. Technically speaking, you could dump all 5,000 in this one ad group, but I've seen instances where Google got a little finicky with that, and with that so many keywords being in one ad group, and sometimes they won't even care, but sometimes it could be an issue. So just to be on the safe side, I would break it down into the 2,000. And that's just as simple as opening up the text pad, scrolling up. Let's say we want to go to line 2,000. There we go. You'll know that at the bottom of text pad it has a 2,000 right there, so you know that that's the 2,000th word. And we're going to hold Shift, Control, Home, and that will take us back to the beginning of the list while highlighting all the words from 2,000 up. And we're going to Control C to copy those, and we're going to get that out of here and put that right in the box, and we have 2,000 words in the box now. Here for these settings, advanced match option, we're going to leave that blank. Well, you're not going to be using those right now. You can go back later and add different matching types. For example, broad, phrase match. Placements, you're not going to do anything with that. You want to come down to default bid. You want to set up your bid. Start with 5 cents. We've tried this over and over again. Yes, you can get 1 cent, and you will get 1 cent clicks. But if you start here at 5 cents as the starting bid, it will work out better for you. So for default, you want to put in 0.05. Display network 0.05. And you're going to save ad group. Now, more than likely what will happen, and I'm glad this happened so that you can know what to do with this, Google, with certain keywords, will say, hey, look, you can't use those. They're talking about pharmacy-related products or pills or something like that. So, as you can see here, acai diet pills and any type of pill-related word that you see here, it said these entries cannot be added due to the following reasons. All of those there. Now they say please correct this below, but I mean if you're just looking at this for the first time, you wouldn't know what the hell you're supposed to do with this. I mean it's a list here. What are you supposed to do? Take this list and paste it somewhere? What they want you to do is you go up to this box, okay, and you'll see that they took the words that don't fit with their criteria and they put them on top of your words, and they separated by this little tiny space here, okay, and they assume that you would know that. So all you have to do is you go to keep scrolling down. You say you started here, it would look like this. You would scroll down until you saw this space, and these are the words that they don't want you to use, so just delete them from the list. And then your list will start here, and you can try it again by clicking on Save Ad Group. Let's see what they say. Okay, so they accepted, and now it's time to start uploading image ads. Now, ideally, you need to upload nine different sizes of images to get the maximum exposure. Okay, here they are right here, the image ads. We're going to show you the manual way and the automated way to do this. Okay, the manual way, you'll upload the image, and we'll talk about creating images here in a second. Name it. It doesn't matter what you name it. Put the display URL, and then put your destination URL. Your destination URL can be something like, for example, it has example.com here. It might be / squeeze page or opt-in or something like that. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have that set correctly. Now the sizes you'll see here are the main banner sizes that'll be displayed throughout the Google Content Network, and they have the leaderboard. This is the 728 by 90, which is the long horizontal. We have the 468 by 60, which is smaller, slightly smaller than the leaderboard. We have the small square, the 200 by 200. Here's one of the most popular, the 250 by 250 and the 300 by 250. You'll find that these will be your best converters, along with the leaderboard on certain sites. Here's the wide skyscraper with the 160 by 600. These are pixels, by the way, pixels, not inches. And all banner ads and web ads and web graphics go by the pixel that they consume on the screen. So these is the width, the horizontal width, and the vertical width. And then they have a 336 by 280. Also, generally speaking, the more room, the more space that your ad takes up, the higher the conversion, depending on the site and the ad. But we found the sweet spot really to be this 300 by 250. But you're going to test all of them, okay? Because you never know with your campaign what site is getting put on, and for certain sites, different banners are going to convert better than others. Now, it's important to mention that I'm using Photoshop here, but you don't have to use Photoshop for what you're going to be doing. You can absolutely use Paint, and we actually did a test. Okay, it was a buddy of ours who was a Photoshop expert. He can make movie type posters with Photoshop, high resolution, high quality graphics, all that. So we put him to the test. He created 9 banners. And then we used our other partner who doesn't know how to use Photoshop. They just use Paint. Okay, you use Paint, and they use basic. And this is the type we're going to show you how to create here, which is a basic banner, but it uses a strong call to action and relies on the actual text in the banner. So it's just it's like a dual-purpose ad. You have a text ad, but it's really a banner because it's a graphic. And the little cheap text ads, the little cheap Paint ads, outpulled every single time. Every single time. Alright, so I would suggest don't get hung up on the banner copy, because you're going to test, and test again. Alright, you'll find out, you'll quickly find out what works and what doesn't. If you want to get fancy later, you can hire somebody to do graphics for you, or you can go and attempt to do it yourself. But for now, I'm going to show you how to get the bare minimum graphic that you would need to get the high conversion. These are the exact same banner types that we use to get the 5.9 conversion rate off of those 1,700 visitors, which turned out really, really well for us. Okay, so head on over to Paint or Photoshop if you have it. If you don't have Photoshop, feel free to take the 30-day trial that they offer. And what you want to do is we're going to create 9 different sizes for each of the supported image types within Google AdWords. All right, so we'll start with just start with one of my favorites, and then we'll go and you'll see how this is done. So for the 300 by 250, we're just going to go to File, and we're going to go to New. And this is the pixel right here. So we want the 300 for the width, and for the height, we want 250. We're going to click OK. And there's our banner. All right. Now you can do a few of these at a time if you want, or you can just do one by one. You see here next we may need a 468 by 60, so we'll just go to New, 468 by 60. There we go. We'll just zoom in, which is Control plus sign. Get a good size of it there. All right. So you can repeat that and create, all the blank banners first if you want. I usually create about, 4 or 5 of them first, and and move on, but you might want to create all of them just so that you have them open. By the way, I want to mention, if you're doing this for an affiliate program or someone else's site where it's not your own program, if it's a CPA offer or something like that, you want to test their banner that they may have had first. You can test their banner. You don't even have to create. A lot of times they'll have banners that they've already ran tests for and optimized and found that they work the best. But if not, and you should probably do this anyway, you want to hop back over to your graphics program and crank out a few of these as well. Now, over several tests, we've shown it's been proven, depending on the site that it's on, that you want either an eye-catching background, which would be a red, a green, a yellow, or a all black or all white background. The all black background didn't perform as well, depending on the niche. It did okay in making money niches, stock niches, but the all white is the all-time pace setter. It's pretty consistent, and this I believe it has something to do with the fact that most website backgrounds are white, so it blends in. It's almost like a big text ad on the website, and it's kind of cohesive with it. This is where I suggest you spend most of your time, even if you have to do it old-fashioned way and grab a yellow pad and start brainstorming some ad copy. You can do that. Another way, what I would suggest is to, while you're adding to let's call it your swipe file of different things that you want your ads to say, you can head over to Google, for example. In this example, we put in lose belly fat, and you can take a look at what text ads people are running. Why you have a fat belly. Okay, top 10 shocking reasons and ways on how to get rid of your belly fat. Well, there you go. There's a perfect text ad that you can convert into a banner ad. So you would just come here and let's go with the blue text. Okay, so here it is. Let's see. Why is your belly fat? Click here to see how easily I lost mine. That little ad I will put against any high polished, gradient filled, slick graphic ad out there, and almost would guarantee that it would outpull. Okay, that is the extent of your image ad creation abilities. That is all you need. All right, if you can change the font of the text, you may want to play with the different fonts and stylings, and you'll get different testings you can do. You can make this italicized. We can play with the handwriting font. Sometimes we've noticed that something like that with the cursive font or the print font, but just handwriting style, may attract the eye on a page that has nothing but print, and you'll find a little spike in click-throughs there as well. So it's going to be important to test, but you can do that, and you can just go down, work your way down the different sizes, taking that same ad. It would just be a matter of dragging to that banner and then resizing it so that it fits from within. Just turn there, and you can make it bigger and make it fit. The point is that as long as it's simple and it has a strong call to action, you will get the clicks. Okay, it'll do the trick for you. You can always be improving, but this will get you started. So what you're going to see now is some of the top actually ad copy text that we use that you can use for yourself as well. Number one would be the top X ways to do something. The top 10 ways to burn off the belly fat. To lose 10 pounds by next week. Okay, this ad copy, this call to action, converts really well. How to is always a proven winner. So, how to do something in X amount of time. Okay, how to, using the same example, how to burn off, 10 pounds in 5 days, etc. How to earn $500 profit your first 10 days online, or something like that. Next, the how to even if call to action. Okay, now you want to go and click display ad builder, and when you get here, you're going to be able to see different ads that Google is going to give you templates for to use for your ads. And this is really easy because you've already gone through and you've created your ads manually. Well, now you're going to go and just click on, you want to find the highest click-through. Google's going to tell you which ads get the highest click-through. So you just click that, and it says, here's our highest click-through ads. Okay? So then it's just your job to go, and you can preview the sizes, or you can just go ahead and click on it. And they're going to give you that ad to start with. So now you can just type in, give it a name, test ad, and let's say headline. The headline we used was, why is your belly fat? Why is your belly fat? Question mark. Okay, and it'll go through and it'll update. Let's say description line 1 would be, click here to see, and alright, let's see here. So we have click below to see how I easily lost mine. Let's go with the all capital. And then you have a click button, and you can change the text for that button to say click here, reinforcing the call to action. And you can change the color of the button, you can change the color of the background, change the color of your destination URL. And then what you want to do is it will not only create that one size for you, Google will go and create all the sizes for you. Alright, so you say see all sizes, and then there you go. It takes your text and goes and creates all of the banners for you. It doesn't get any easier than that, and they're telling you that this is one of their high converting banners. Alright, you just click save, add those to your campaign, and now all of your keywords will be loaded, all of your banners will be loaded, and you'll be waiting for Google's approval process. Alright, that is all there is to getting tons of traffic from Google dirt cheap. So at this point you're essentially done. You've created the image. Next you'll just go ahead and reduce the CPC bid. You'll reduce your bid from 5 cents, your CPM bid. You'll reduce your cost per click bid from 5 cents down to 4 cents. Okay? And then you'll reduce that from 4 cents down to 3 cents, from 3 cents to, and then all the way down to 1 cent. Do that over the next 5 days, okay? In the coming weeks that come up. And then what happens is this just flat out your volume will stay there. You'll still be getting the same amount of volume, but your traffic will be rock bottom. And you could be seeing traffic like this in no time for this dirt cheap price. Okay? Now the last logical question you may have is, where do I send the traffic? And this is really quite simple. A lot of people will be tempted to direct this traffic, directly to a ClickBank offer or affiliate offer, or if you have your own product, directly to the sales page. And there's nothing wrong with directing it to your sales page, but Google would rather you not. Okay? Google does not want you, especially if you're sending it to someone else's sales page. Google still does not favor sending the traffic directly to a page you don't control. So if you're going to send it directly to somebody else's sales page, I would recommend sending it to an opt-in page that you control first. Okay, and it has multiple benefits, because number one, it's going to give you all the subscribers, okay, that you can sell to later. And then number two is, very few people are going to buy the very first time they land on your sales page coming from a banner anyway. They want to get adjusted and get follow-up information, or they want to come back. So we just found it's better to send the traffic to an opt-in page, a squeeze page first. And the squeeze page should be very simple and just offer them a free incentive for opting in. And it should be kind of cohesive with the tone of the banner. Okay, so if your banner was saying, why is your tummy still fat? It would be great if you had a squeeze page that says 7 secret tips to discover why your tummy is still fat. Because that's what they just clicked on, that banner. And then they opt in down there in your funnel, and you can sell to them, and so on. Another great tip is to send people to quiz pages. If you send your traffic to a quiz page, something like this that another top marketer has used, what happens is the user gets involved. Okay, take this free 10-question business quiz. Find out how well your business stacks up when it comes to marketing. Okay, so it's going to make the visitors qualify themselves, make them prove themselves before they get the benefit of whatever the banner says. This could be take this free 5-question quiz to see if you really have what it takes to lose 10 pounds in 7 days. Okay, you can use that. As a matter of fact, we've used something almost identical to that with crazy results. All right, so you can use something like that, and then you just ask questions that would be related to that market. This one says, how do you communicate with your prospects and the customers? You could say, how often do you exercise during the week? How often do you eat within 30 minutes of going to bed? And give them various options. Once you do that, and then you send them to the next page, do not give them the results on the next page. All right, show a little graphic, show a little, even if it's not moving, just show an animated something or show something still that says processing results, and then it says then what you want to do is give them the opt-in box, because if this is the first thing that they see coming from your banner, they fill this quiz and they don't see an opt-in box, so they're not turned off. Then they click this button here, submit. They should be taken immediately to an opt-in box to enter the name and email. Let's do this and see how I think this is Eben's site. Let's see how he handles it. You see the analyzing graphic there, and then voila. It brings you to a page. It says your custom analysis is ready. Just enter your email below so that it can be sent to you. Person enters their name, email address, phone number. So you can just have them enter their email address if you like after seeing a little loading graphic. And then they're off. Okay, now they're opted in, and they feel compelled to go and open that email to see their results. But more importantly, they've added themselves to your process. Now that you can put your offer in front of them. Okay, folks, don't overlook the simplicity of this. This is killer. Okay, the people are using this with $50,000 a day campaigns online on Facebook. Okay, because it's user friendly. It doesn't turn off the search engines. They don't mind you sending people to a quiz that provides value. And you also want to make sure that the quiz itself or the opt-in box or the squeeze page, that they reside all on your blog. All right? Or your site. Because Google's going to check out your site before they approve your ads. And this may be a reason why your ads don't approve. You want your site to look as boring or as standard as Google would like to see it. So you need to make sure that there's a site map. You need to make sure that there's a terms and conditions page, privacy policy. Okay, you want to make sure there's a contact us page. You want to make sure that there's any type of, for your opt-in box that says we don't spam, but right below it in tiny print. If it's a blog, you want to make sure you have a few posts on there so that it looks like the blog has been around for some time. Do all of these things, and Google's going to check to see where you're sending your traffic to, if they even want you in their network. Want you as an advertiser. And if you include those things and you test your traffic, they don't have a problem with the squeeze page like they do on the pay-per-click side of things. So feel free to send your traffic to your squeeze page without fearing getting the evil hand of Google. Just make sure that squeeze page has footer links at the bottom that links also back to your home page, your privacy policy, contact policy, terms and conditions, etc. If you do that, you'll be fine. Okay, that's where you send your traffic. At this point, all that's left for you to do is to simply test everything. Take action and test everything. Test your ads, test your landing pages, test the copy, test the color of the page, test the color and the copy of the ad, and then monitor your results. Monitor your clicks and your conversions. You'll find that you'll be able to get more traffic than you need for any campaign, any opportunity that you're starting, any business, and you'll be able to do it quickly and effectively. And what happens now is that you can leverage free traffic. Okay? Now, in the beginning I was saying what's better than free traffic, and we said targeted traffic. Well, I can do you one better than that. What's better than targeted cheap traffic is free targeted traffic. Okay, because now you're going to get traffic that costs nothing, but is targeting the keywords that you've just already discovered. because you've just gotten data back. You know what works. You know what ad copy works. You know what key. By doing the research on your stats. If you don't know how to do that, just go to your site / control panel and then look at your stats. Scroll down and find out what words people were coming to your site from within the Google Content Network, okay, or from within Google's page, and you'll see that that will show you the natural keywords that people are finding your site from throughout the search engines. You know, a lot of people will bookmark from your from your cheap traffic, and they'll come back, or you'll get discovered. Getting more traffic to your site is just healthy overall. The more time people spend on your site with the cheap traffic, it adds to Google's usability algorithm. They want to see, they check your logs, man. They check your server logs. They check how long people stay on your site. They check all of that. And the fact that you're having real people are all around the world checking out your site, clicking around links on your site, staying on your site, reading articles on your site, it just adds to the value of what, in Google's eyes, what your site has to offer. But now, what if I told you there was a way to get just as much traffic, but to get it all for free? We've discovered the next logical step to take, even if you've just done cheap traffic on a small scale. If you've just applied everything that you've just learned, you'll be able to use this information, but now take it to the next level, and to pretty much go out and pick any market you want and catapult that site to the top of the search engine rankings for that targeted traffic that you're looking for. Okay, this is the type of traffic tactic that will completely change the way that you market online. You see, this is a proven formula for dominating Google's first page for absolutely any keyword you choose. Now you may be saying, why didn't we just start here? Because you needed to learn how to get the data. Alright? This is a true 1-2 punch combination. Having paid traffic, cheap paid traffic, and free traffic funneling to your site is the best situation, the best scenario you could possibly have for any website, campaign, or offer that you're putting up. The system that I'm talking about now easily ranks for tough keywords. Okay, so it's not like any other SEO or free traffic process that you may have learned in the past, especially if you use it with the system that you've just learned. All right, so by combining the two, we've seen fantastic results happen, and here's why. If you take two sites, and we've tested this, you take two sites, one's brand new, no traffic to it, and you're trying to rank that site for a very competitive keyword, okay? And you take the site number, let's say that site A, and then you take site B, and you're going to try to rank this for a really tough keyword in a high competitive niche. But with this site, you apply the system that you just learned in this video series, okay? That you just learned in this video. You do that, and you set up the paid, cheap paid traffic with Google image ads. You get lots of users coming to the site. You put it on Google's radar. Google knows about the site because, hey, you've just gotten 2,000 visitors in like 7 days to the site, and they all stick around on the site. They interact with the site, and Google knows about that site. Now you start from that point. You try to rank both of those sites. Which site do you think is going to climb the rankings faster? All right. If you guess the site that uses the system that you just learned, you're absolutely correct. That site will rank faster every time than the brand new site that Google knows nothing about, given all things equal. All right, given all backlinking is equal, all setup is equal, domain age, everything is equal. Google's going to go with who they know, because they can easily see that this site gets X amount of traffic, and these people spend a lot of time here, and they love it. So this site is going to outrank this new site who we know nothing about. Combining these two traffic tactics is lethal. By having floods of free traffic coming in and cheap traffic coming in all at the same time, like you said, it's the perfect 1-2 punch combination, and you'll be able to go after almost any keyword that you target. No more going after the long tail 5-word keywords. You can pick high traffic keywords to rank for, and do so in a way that nobody else will pretty much know what the hell you're doing. So go ahead, start your Google image ad campaigns, get the traffic flowing to your sites. Click the link on this page to find out more about the powerful final piece to this whole traffic puzzle, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care.